The major DSOs, they must have incredible phone skill training and scripting so that when a potential new patient calls, they would do everything right and absolutely get that patient into the appointment book. Or would they?
I called a dental office posing as a new patient, and she was great for the first 20 seconds until she said something that was so bizarre, it totally turned me off to becoming a patient in their practice. Just wait, you're going to find out all about both of these calls in a couple seconds. Hello there, I am Dr. David Madow, along with
Dr. Richard Madow, and we are the Dental Practice Fixers. Welcome once again to our podcast. Well, Dave, we've gotten a lot of requests for more phone calls, more phone calls, more phone calls. I guess people like them. Maybe they're entertaining, but hopefully they also teach quite a few lessons so you can improve your practice.
And just at this point, Rich, when we thought that everybody is probably doing a much better job on the phone, answering the calls and getting the caller into the appointment book, we are so wrong. It's just, I'm in disbelief. Both of these calls today are going to be unbelievable. So stay tuned. You got to hear both of them because, yeah, like Rich said, it's not only entertaining, but it is an incredible learning experience. And that's really why we do them.
You are catching on so fast. You know, it's funny. In the pre-fluoride era, you know, some people said that was the golden age of dentistry, the 50s, the 60s, whatever. They used to say, you'll never run out of cavities to fill. It's impossible. I feel like we're never going to run out of practices who cannot answer the phone correctly. It's scary.
It's scary and just, I still say unbelievable. So
unbelievable. All right, well, hey, let's do call number one. Again, this is a major DSO whose name we will not mention. Let's go.
If you are a new patient who has not yet visited an office, please press 1 to schedule your first appointment.
Beep.
If you are calling about dentures, including partials, replacing your existing dentures, or denture repairs, press 1 now. Otherwise, please stay on the line and we'll be right with you. Your call may be monitored or recorded for quality and training purposes.
Yeah, by us.
Thank you for calling. This is Marianne. May I have your name, please?
Sure, my name's Howard.
Hi, Howard. How can I help you today?
Hi, just it feels like there's like a little crack or tiny little space between my tooth and a filling. So I think I might need to have that looked at. I'm not sure.
Okay, I can definitely help you, and I'm sorry that you've been going through that. Is it causing you pain, bleeding, or swelling, or
no,
that
nothing
crack
like that.
Between the filling and the foot?
My foot? What? No.
No, I said, is it causing you any kind of pain between the crack and your tooth, like the filling in your tooth?
No pain at all. That's why I'm not so sure it's anything.
Okay. And the office, and that's the office that you were looking at coming into?
Yes.
All right. Well, I can definitely help you with that. Howard, what I can get you into my office for would be an initial exam with my dentist. My dentist would then go over the treatment with you, let you know exactly what all is recommended as far as where that crack is in your mouth, and then they would get you scheduled there in the office. Now, at the office, I am showing the first available to be January 21st at 7 a.m. or 7:45.
Whoa!
Or I have at the office for January 15th at 11 a.m. or the other office I can get you in January 7th, which is on a Tuesday at 7 a.m., 8 a.m., or 9 a.m. Which one of those would work for you?
Well, I'm not really that familiar with the so I think I'd like to go to the office. But
okay.
The 21st, though, that's 3 weeks. I really was trying to get in sooner than that. So
that is the first available that I'm showing at this office. That was with me putting it in as an emergency visit.
Wow.
Was going to be on the 20th. That's why I offered the office, which from at the office, I'm showing 12 miles difference. That one I can get you in on the 7th, or if you were looking at the other, that one's showing me 4 miles away, and that one's on the 15th at 11 a.m.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I know the one is really close to my house. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna check out my options, and then I'll let you know if I think that would be a acceptable time period for me. How's that sound?
Okay. Well, how about we hold something for you just in case we are your best option? I know a lot of places are closed through the holidays, so they're normally backed up a little bit further than we are. We can save an appointment for you for the 21st at the office. Definitely call around. And if we are your best option, we have that appointment saved. It costs nothing to hold it, nothing to cancel or reschedule.
Yeah,
There's no obligation.
I appreciate it. I'm not so sure I want to do that, but I do really appreciate you offering that.
Okay. And were there any other patients that you would like to make an appointment for at this time?
No other patients that I want to make an appointment for. No.
Oh.
Okay. And you're sure that you're not wanting to hold the appointment for the 21st? Like I said, it costs nothing to hold it, nothing to cancel or reschedule.
I'm probably not going to go that late, so I don't want to do that. I don't want to put you out, but I do appreciate the offer.
Okay. All right. Well, we're here if you need us for anything else. Definitely give us a call if we are your best option. Hopefully the appointments that I did offer for the 21st are still available for you, okay?
Yeah, I sure hope so. Thank you so much for your help.
Okay. You have a wonderful day, and thank you for calling.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Hey, great call. The first comment, Rich, the first comment I want to make is it just me, or did it seem like she's like sitting in some kind of like command central, like nowhere near any of the offices, but she's like in some command room, like with phones and monitors and wires and all kinds of things, and she's just going by a total script.
I'll take it a step further. I felt like she was in a boiler room.
A boiler room.
I mean, it's funny, Dave, because that's the first thing I thought. Now, obviously, we have expertise in this field, but I wonder how many lay people, potential new patients, can get that vibe, because I totally did. It's like you're calling a dental office, and even though it's a DSO, you think they want to give the personalized touch, and you immediately feel like you're being transferred to some field office where they don't really know the area, can't really give advice in that aspect. Yeah. But they're just filling out forms, filling in schedules.
That's exactly right. I'm going to say she was not even in that area. Nowhere. She was, because I'm showing on my computer that it's only 7 miles away or 14 miles away. And, she didn't, I don't even think she knew the area.
I totally agree. And it's funny. I was thinking about that too. Given the circumstance, I think they should train her to say, well, there's another office that's also close by. Instead of saying, like, looking at my Google Maps, I can see
the Virginia Beach office looks like it's only 14 miles away. Would you like that one?
Totally agree. There's another office close by. We can get you in earlier. I mean, why not frame it that way? Yeah, she
was totally going by a script.
Yep, totally robotic. I got the feeling it was like her first or second day. Like she just finished her training, and they threw her on the phones, and unfortunately, she got me.
Well, also when you kind of threw her for a loop, and I know it was kind of a joke, but when you said, "What you said, my foot," and she didn't know what she was totally taken aback. So it's almost like she had to like take a step back and repeat the same thing she just said before. She didn't even know what else to say.
But, it wasn't that clear on the recording, but I think she really did say that. She said, like, is that crack in your foot bothering you? Maybe she misread the script. Seriously. That's what it sounded like.
She either misread the script, or do you think there's a possibility she is, like, working out of a podiatry office as well, and she just maybe got something messed up?
Right, like she says, take off your shoes and socks, and then I'll be right in the room. And then
exactly,
the doctor comes in, and the patient says, "Doc, my tooth is killing me." Like,
exactly,
something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. Exactly,
something like that. It was a little messed up. Yeah, I mean, maybe she did used to work for a podiatrist, but I'm pretty sure she said foot. But again, very, very scripted. Another thing. A DSO, I was really surprised that the first appointment they had was 3 weeks out. You would think that the DSOs could get you in immediately. I mean, look, in some ways they cannot compete with a private practice, good old private practice, but in other ways they have to do things better. And one thing that I would think they do better is when an emergency calls, they would say, come in right now.
Get them right in. Right in. And
so
now
that was
here's
really
the thing,
surprising.
But that was an emergency. Can you imagine? She made it very clear. Well, I punched in the word emergency. If you said I just want to come in for a cleaning, she probably couldn't see you for months, I'm guessing. Because that was for an emergency visit.
In that office, but I'm looking at my Google Maps and I see there's another office 17.6 miles away.
Well,
yeah,
I wonder I wonder if you
ahead.
said, well, look, I'm fairly close to an airport. I can jump on an airplane. Is there anything in any other city? She would have started. She would have started telling you other cities you can come to.
Fort Worth, Texas is a nonstop flight. We can get you in there tomorrow.
Exactly.
Who the heck knows? I'll tell you, here's a little secret. I called a DSO intentionally because I wanted to give someone an A+. And I was sure before making the call that if anybody could do this right, a DSO could, with all of their corporate training and all those things. I was really, really surprised.
What do you think the funniest part of that call was, or the funniest or the saddest, maybe?
Well, one thing I really liked is how it was getting towards the end, and it was obvious the whole thing went downhill. Patient wasn't happy. They weren't coming in. They didn't want to wait 3 weeks. And then she said, and is there anybody else you can refer? Cracked me up.
I think that was the best part of the call.
That's what you were thinking too.
Exactly.
Hilarious.
Is there any other family member or friend or something like that you would like to refer to this?
Any other? You couldn't even get me in. Again, just
That was
evidence of following a script.
Oh my God, that was unbelievable.
And maybe this will be a good time to point out that we know that some of our fellow consultants are always talking about scripting. And we have nothing wrong with learning how to do something well. We do it a little differently, where we call it our calibration. But the danger with scripting is that somebody winds up like that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't feel, when I was listening to the call, I just didn't feel, I mean, I know she's a human being, but I didn't feel you were talking to like a real human being, because I think like if they worked out something with AI or artificial intelligence, that robot could have done just as well, maybe better.
Yep, no question about it. And you didn't feel like she really cared that much, or she was affiliated with that office. The whole thing just very, very cold.
Yeah, I mean, she did keep pushing, for you to set up the appointment, the tentative appointment, and there's no fee for cancellation, there's no obligation, and that was decent, but I don't know, the whole call was crazy.
Again, DSOs are obviously a different animal, but I can't say I'm a fan of saying, oh, let's just get you in and you can cancel, you can change, you can do it anytime, no fee, no cost, you can no-show, you can screw us over, whatever you want. We just want to get your name in the schedule.
I
almost felt like she was being paid a little spiff just for getting a name in the book.
That's very possible, actually. Yeah. I would not doubt that at all. They have some kind of system worked out where they get like a little, little spiff, little handout.
Spiff. Some kind of spiff.
Yeah. Spiff tozer.
Exactly. And then, she didn't get any contact information, needless to say.
That was a great call, Rich.
Pushed me right to the curb. I'm gonna have to give her a D- SO. Why not an F? What the heck? She wouldn't give her an F.
I think, did we decide last episode we're gonna do pass fail, or should we continue with the actual grades?
I think it's up to the discretion of the professor.
Okay, I'm gonna give her a fail. Just easy. It's easy. Just fail. That's it.
Okay, I'll give her a fail too then. What the heck? Fantastic. Well, I got to tell you, Dave, the call you did was totally different than this, but equally, if not more amazing. So I'm really excited to play that one and talk about it. But real quickly, I just want to let you know, we're doing something really new at the Madow Center. A lot of people contact us and say that, typical thing, I need more new patients. Can you help us increase our treatment plan acceptance? And if they do wind up working with us and we really get to look into their data, we learn that that's really not what they needed. Maybe too many patients were scheduling, but then only getting a small amount of treatment and leaving. Or they were having a high treatment plan percentage acceptance, but leaving a lot of treatment on the table because patients weren't accepting the right things or following through with the right things, whatever. And you really have to analyze the data to learn that. And we just want every practice to be able to do that, whether they work with us or not. So we're calling it a 3-minute practice discovery. In just 3 minutes of your time, we can analyze your practice data from your dental software, just look right into it and give you tons of important data points that you had no idea these things were going on in your practice. It's simple, it's no charge. We'd love to do it for you. Just simply go to madow.com/3 minutes. It's the digit 3. Madow.com. You're like smirking over that. I'm not sure what's going on over there. For those of you not watching the video, Dave's got like a weird smirk on his face. I'm not sure why, but I don't know. Even worse now. Madow.com/3 minutes, the digit 3. Hopefully, by the time you're hearing this podcast, we have the number 3 spelled out as well. But that's on our goal list for 2020. But it'll definitely work with 3, the digit 3, then spell out minutes. You'll see a little page. It'll tell you what it's all about. In 3 minutes, you can learn so much about your practice that you don't know already. So check it out. It's a really cool thing.
So much. You can learn so much. Anyway,
and so fast.
Rich, that's, we always kind of say, like, it's the no-brainer, but I mean, it takes 3 minutes. You're going to get a lot of information about your practice, and there's no charge. So is there like any reason not to do that? I don't get it.
No charge. You can cancel. You can no-show. You can no charge at all. Everything's free at the Madow Center.
Everything is free now. Rich,
or some kind of scheme.
Since we're actually talking about how to improve practices, and especially it's the beginning, as we're recording this, it's the very end/beginning of a brand new year. This is the time. This is the time that a lot of docs just want to say that this next year is going to be my best year ever. And how many times have you said that? I mean,
every year,
every single year. Why don't we make this year your absolute best year ever, and not just talk about it? Let's really, really do it. Well, Rich and I, along with our coaching team and our rest of our team, throw these master classes every month or two at our Madow Center for Dental Practice Success in Baltimore, Maryland. And we've got 1 or 2 coming up that's on the schedule right now. So if you simply go to masterclass.madow.com, you will see our schedule. These are intimate. They're small. That's kind of the same thing, intimate and small. But it's a really great day. We do them on Saturday, so you don't have to block out. You don't have to stop treating patients. You come into our Madow Center, and it's a really, really cool day. There's no pressure. We kind of just sit back and we help you with your struggles, with your strategies. And not only that, we share with you some really great ways that we can help build your practice and build it really, really well for the next year. So now is definitely the time to do it. If you've ever thought about doing it, now's the time. Fresh year. Let's make this year your best year ever. Simply go, again, to madow.masterclass. I'm sorry, it's masterclass.madow.com.
Confusing me.
Let's reverse that. Let's totally reverse it. So whatever I said before, just disregard it. It's masterclass.madow.com. We would love to see you there.
All right. Let's do the second call of the show. I'm really psyched for this one.
It's a great one, Rich.
This is Lynn.
Hey, Lynn, my family and I are going to be moving into the area pretty soon. I want to see if you're all accepting new patients.
We are. We love new patients.
Oh, cool. And how much do you all charge for a cleaning?
Well, the first one with us is going to be about $329, but that is cleaning, an exam by the doctor. It's full mouth X-rays, and it's about an hour of our time. And after that, it's about $194. Once you're established patient with us, depending on if you might need X-rays, might be you do once a year.
Right.
One might be $194. The next time might be a little over $2.
Right. Gotcha. And I'm not sure what other kind of questions I should be asking. Maybe, yeah.
What type of dental insurance are you? What do you have?
I'm just we don't have any insurance. We're self-paid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you don't have a lot of issues, it might be the way to go. Then just kind of pay out of pocket.
Right.
If you're just kind of one of those people that just, your teeth are in good shape, and but if you're, I don't know, it depends if you're one of those people that, crowns or implants, they can catch it pretty quick and they're pretty expensive.
Right. Then what should we do then if we need some work like that?
Yeah, so just say for an implant crown, let's just say you need a tooth extracted and a screw put in, and then we make the crown. I mean, you're talking an oral surgeon roughly is going to be about $2,000, $25. Then you're going to come to me with the parts, and I'm going to make the crown, and an implant crown is $1,880. So you're looking at $4,000 for an implant crown. One implant crown.
And you say you do it, or the dentist does it?
And then well, you would go to an oral surgeon, have the tooth extracted, have the metal post set in. 4 months later, you'll come to us. We'll take impressions, make the crown, and put it in.
Gotcha. Okay. And
so it depends on how your teeth are.
Right. Is that okay? And is that a long procedure with you?
So you'll go to him, and then 4 months later you'll come to me, and it's 2 40-minute appointments 3 weeks apart for an implant.
Gotcha. Okay.
So a little bit of a process. So it's probably like,
Right. Sounds like it.
I don't know, 5 months,
Right. Okay, well, cool. That's a lot of good information. Let me count my money and see if I can get back to you, okay?
Yeah, no. Okay.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
Right.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right.
Bye. Bye.
What? What the hell happened there? She started off really good. I mean, not fantastic, but nice and friendly.
No, I love it when she started off. She said, "Oh, we love new patients," or something very, very positive like that.
It was really bizarre. And then it took a weird twist and turn, and she's telling somebody who probably doesn't need an implant and an extraction, she threw that in too, that this is some kind of 6-month process that's going to cost thousands of dollars, and you come to me with the parts, and like, what the hell was she talking about? How did it get to that? How did it get to that?
I'm going to tell you something, Rich. We've done how long have we been doing these calls? I mean, even before our podcast started, which has been like
years. We were doing them in the 90s. We were doing them before Jay Geyer was in Ding Dong School.
We were doing them live on stage, like years and years ago. In all the years we've been doing these things, we've never done a call where you call about coming in as a new patient, and before you know it, you're being diagnosed with needing extractions and implants, and it's going to take 5 to 6 months, and it's going to be like $4,000. I mean,
and you're going to the oral surgeon, and you got the whole process, and you come to me with the parts, and you better start saving up. What happened there?
I don't know.
It was unbelievable, and it happened so fast. And it wasn't like you said, a friend of mine just had an implant. Do you do that there? Not that she should have gone into that detail anyway, but what caused that? It was, she may as well started talking about full mouth extractions and immediate dentures. That would have been just as relevant.
I mean, did I hint at all that I'm in any kind of pain or I've got a problem with any? I mean, there was no hint at all. I just want to make sure, Rich. I didn't hint at all there was anything wrong, right?
I'm trying to figure out like what made her turn that weird corner.
Well, I know what it was. I mean, I know what made her turn the weird corner. And I'm not saying this is right, but as soon as she found out that I don't have insurance, she made some kind of comment that she said when I didn't have insurance, she said, well, as long as you don't have a lot of issues, it'll probably be okay. Something like that.
Oh, like for example, if you need this, which I'm going to scare the crap out of you by telling you this, not knowing anything about your desire to have good dentistry or your financial qualifications. It was like she was trying to scare you into not needing anything. It was really bizarre.
And she was throwing numbers around, like not only throwing numbers around, but somebody must have told her, well, when you talk about a fee, don't use the word dollars. And she took that to heart. She was throwing numbers around. I made notes of this, like, $329, $194. It could be $2,000, 20 or 25.
Hike.
I mean,
how do you like how she said, first you go to the oral surgeon and then you come back to me?
Yeah, that's why I'm glad you caught that, because she said you come back to me, and I'm paraphrasing, but she inferred that, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do the crown, and that's why I said to her, wait a minute, like, you're gonna do this? Is the doctor gonna do it, or you're gonna do this? And she didn't understand what I meant.
In a way, I kind of liked it because she was almost like taking an ownership position in the practice. Like, you come back to me, I'm your point person, I'm gonna take care of you. In a way, I kind of liked it, but I think maybe you come back to us would have been better.
Come back to us. But I pictured coming back to her with like a bag of goodies, like screws, and all this crap.
You got screws, you got crowns, you got extraction forceps, in a big bag of tricks.
And then
you come to me with the parts.
And then 5 months later, I walk out a happy camper because I've got all that for $4,000, for 25 to $4,000 or something like that.
The only problem is all you needed was a cleaning. That's
I'll tell you, that's the epitome of upselling, isn't it? I mean, she
really diagnosing and upselling.
I mean, Rich,
I hate to fail her because she really was nice and she really cared, but she went off on such a strange tangent that was dangerous. Because after all that, most people would just say, click. So I'm going to have to fail her. I hate to say it. I liked her, but I'm going to have to fail her.
I mean, her voice was pleasant. She was very nice, but she's got to get a failing grade. I mean, how many new patients are going to come in when she starts telling them they need extractions and implants and has got to go to oral surgeons before they're even seen?
Well, maybe they figure if they just get one implant case out of every 10 potential new patients, they're ahead of the game.
Let me ask you something else, Rich. I made a couple notes here, but coming in,
I was trying. I couldn't write fast enough. Like, it's pretty expensive.
I mean, the first time coming in, I asked how much is a cleaning, and I admitted to her. I said, I'm not really even sure what questions to ask, but how much is a cleaning? And the first thing is, well, $329. Then if you come back, it's $194. And if you don't have a lot of issues, I mean, it's calling up and ask for a cleaning and then having it have a cleaning $329. It just, I don't know. That was, it's a bit of a turnoff to a patient with no insurance.
That's one of the tough issues that we face when we teach phone call technique, because let's face it, a new patient, a cash patient, if they get an exam, full mouth x-rays and cleaning, it is going to be $329 or thereabouts.
Right. But
some of you may remember one of the techniques that we love is at that point in the conversation, you just kind of turn it around, not into extractions and implants and oral surgeons, but you turn it around by saying, oh, it sounds like you're looking for a new dentist. Is that correct? Then you do all the warm and fuzzy stuff and try to get them in and much better thing than just blurting out a fee that's probably higher than anyone expected to hear. You know what? It's so funny, Dave. We talk about this all the time. What do people expect? It's going to be $39? Well, maybe they did see an ad in the paper that said new patient special $39. Who knows?
Hey, look, I was traveling through South Florida and I saw Dr. Steve Mountainer offers a brand new patient exam for $39. I mean, you can't do that. You can't match that?
That's just the exam, though, sir. That doesn't include the x-rays and cleaning. And you don't want to go there.
Let's make it our goal. Yeah, I think we both have to fail this person. She was nice enough, but let's make it our goal, Rich. In the new year, some upcoming episodes, we're gonna hit some people that just do a fantastic job. And
that's why I called the DSO. I knew they were going to be well trained. But man, maybe got somebody on a bad day or their first day or in the boiler room or who knows what.
Well, I think there's another one for the record books, don't you?
Two amazing calls, both in their own ways.
Right. And again, I know we say this a lot, but I swear to you, at least on my end, I'm pretty sure it's true on yours. I made one call. I didn't make 25 calls and say, let's pick the craziest one. I made one call. One.
Same with me. One call and did not expect what was going to happen. Because again, I was ready to give someone an A, but that's the way it goes here in dental practice fixers land. All right, thanks so much, everybody. If you love this new format of just doing mostly phone calls and doing two of them and analyzing them, let us know. Send us a little email, info@madow.com, info@madow.com. And if you could please do us a favor, go give us, wherever you're listening to this podcast, go on that service and give us a good rating, or if it's on YouTube, a thumbs up and a comment. Help out the dental practice fixers. We would love it.
And if you want us to call your office, send us an email as well, info@madow.com. Give us the information. We will call your office and let's see if you pass or fail. Until next time, I'm Dr. David Madow along with
Dr. Richard Madow. Thanks for listening to the Dental Practice Fixers podcast, and we'll see you soon.